What is up, guys? I am Dappz. We're at the Mint Collective. Super excited for this weekend. We have the eBay Vault Trials here. We got this top setup, which is absolutely nuts. I'm excited to get into VR. We've got the Dappz Sports booth. I think Wee Man is here too. Maybe we'll see him. Oh, look who else is here.
I just woke up. What's the move?
Bo just woke up. I think we might go to PSA, get our cards graded. You need to get any cards graded, or?
I forgot my passcode to my thing.
All right, go to the booth, bro. It's hard having children, you know what I mean? They're always running around. You're trying to look after them, clean up after them, make sure they don't get in trouble. So, not easy, but we're gonna have a great time this weekend, day one of the Mint Collective. All right, guys, we're at Mint, and I ran into maybe my best friend in the hobby. Rich Layden here, Layden Sports Cards. I think it would be incredibly foolish to not listen to somebody like you who's been in the hobby for over 10 years, right? Running this successful operation for as long as you have. So tell everybody how you got into breaking cards, because you're like one of the, you're kind of like the godfather. I know Rob at Burbank is the card father, but of breaking, you're kind of the godfather.
I wouldn't say that, but we kind of fell backwards into it. I hadn't opened cards in ages, and I collected as a kid, you know, kind of the same story as a lot of people getting back into the hobby. Came home one day with a box of cards, 2011 Topps, Series 2. Just a hobby box. I had no idea what to expect. I got a jersey relic. It was Chris Sale. This is a jersey relic. I hadn't seen game-used memorabilia inside of a baseball card like ever in my life.
In awe at the time,
yeah.
right? You're like,
I was like, wow, what is this? And I thought it was really cool. Took me online. I sent out a couple emails asking, like, how does this work? Like, how do I get into this? You know, I was blown away. And 10 years later, I have 33 employees now, a gaming shop, a sports shop. When we started off, we were ripping 2011 Bowman Chrome baseball, and I was doing it by the pack. And I had one box. That was my inventory.
And you're live streaming on YouTube?
I was live streaming on Blog TV, which doesn't exist anymore.
I don't even know what Blog TV is.
I mean, it was a really early streaming platform that was totally free.
So are you breaking pre-Panini Prism?
Yeah, we were breaking before Prism even came out.
Wow.
Yeah, and Flawless.
That's why he's the
and
godfather.
A lot of other products.
Listen, I run a pretty tight ship out in LA, but like, there's so much I can learn from you still. I'm calling him, hey man, what are you doing here?
I'm learning every day. I still learn something new every day about business, about breaking, about product, about this industry. I'm learning every day still.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's fun.
My buddy Trav over my shoulder, he has this Topps Chrome rookie Kobe. I have these paper Kobe's that I have right here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to trade a couple of these into that card, maybe some cash. I have some slabs I think he might be interested in. We'll see if we can work a deal. These are closer to 900 each. I think he's valuing it that Kobe at like 6K. After that, 87% you're gonna get on eBay. It's closer to 5K, so that's what I'm gonna pay cash. We'll see what he wants to do. So this is what we're talking about here, 96 Topps Chrome Kobe.
Beautiful.
And when we talk about the greening, you can kind of see it on his face and his arm. So the more greening, the less the card is worth.
Sure.
Now this is not that bad. I mean, it's basically his bicep, his arm, a little on his face, and a little in the background, which I don't think people really care about. I think it's really Kobe, right?
Right.
The less green on Kobe. So issue I'm having here though is that on this particular sale, which also might not be an actual picture of the card, there's no greening on this card, right? Like there's no green on Kobe here. If we can find a couple sales, like this is a 6,000, this card looks really good at 6K with no greening. 5,700 is looking like there is greening though. So there's definitely green on his arm here.
Yeah, the 57 definitely has greening across on his legs. If you look at the legs on this one compared to the legs on this one, look how green they are.
Yeah.
Compared to how clean this one is. You said these are basically 900 a piece.
Really more interested in the chrome.
Yeah, it's a much sexier card, and you know it.
Yeah, and I think he's cool with it because you know you can move these. They're pretty liquid. It's Kobe, right?
I'm doing you a favor by taking this baloney to give you the cards you want. But you've been good to me in deals in the past, so.
And I would say that
goes around, comes around.
I would say 95% of our deals, if not 100%, involves a Kobe Bryant.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
I'm gonna say deal.
Let's go. rock it.
All right, guys, so I got my Kobe, valued around 5K. I think we priced it at 5,200. Some sales closer to 6. I would have paid a little extra for no green on it. If that was an option here, I would have done that. And I think that going forward, I'm gonna try to lock down a pure one with no green on it, and then probably move out of this one would probably be my strategy, but still, Kobe, you gotta love it. All right, guys, let's go check out PSA. There's a huge line. I want to see what people are subbing. We can ask them Pokemon, maybe sports cards, maybe Magic the Gathering. I don't know what they're collecting these days.
I'm Grant. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. We are doing this interview today to see what people are subbing on the line. And it looks like you got some Pokemon right here.
I got all Pokemon.
Wow.
Some old, some new, some gold stars.
And now it's a $75 sub today. Is that the
All
deal?
$75 subs, yeah.
And it's 1 day turnaround. What are they promising?
1 day, so it should be done by the end of the show tomorrow, which is like 4 p.m. I think.
Okay, cool. So can I take a look real quick?
Go ahead.
So this is this like a 2000 or what year is this?
1998.
98, wow. So, and that year, explain to some of us who don't understand as well as you, like there's a first edition Charizard. Why is this not first edition?
So the first edition one would have a stamp right here, and it actually is like shadowless, so this would be like lighter over here. This one has the shadow. So this is the unlimited print, very common. You know, everyone always thinks they have the first edition one in their binder, but chances are they probably have this one.
So this, the Slow King has the first edition right there, whereas Charizard doesn't,
Yeah.
right? And that's gonna make it significantly more expensive, right?
Yeah, so actually this Slow King last sold in PSA 10 for $20,000.
Wow.
So hopefully we can hit the 10, right? That's the goal.
Some of these I'm seeing like a $60 tag on. So just for the newcomers out here, if this is 60 bucks, we're adding 75 to it. We're in it for 135. You're hoping this card might be over 200 bucks at a 10?
Yeah, that's the goal, probably around
Right.
200, 220.
It took 40 years for these
show
to
up.
get to PSA.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool, right?
I mean, it's stuff that I have had since I was a little boy.
Wow. And have you been collecting like since then all the time, or maybe
I
took some years off?
I stopped in '95.
Okay.
I started submitting stuff that I was comfortable putting in the mail. This
Yep.
stuff I'm probably not too comfortable putting in the mail.
Wilt,
You know about that card?
No, I don't. Tell me about it.
So in '74, so the Clippers are being sold to San Diego.
Okay.
Topps preempted the production
Wow.
and put San Diego's name on it. They
That's
never
never
went to
happened.
San Diego. They never played in San Diego.
Wow.
And then pulled them when they didn't move.
It's so funny how
Yeah.
we would have treated cards that we known.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Like, don't put it in your bike spokes, right?
Yeah. We used to put a dish in the middle of the room, and all my friends would throw cards until we got it on
Right,
a dish, and
right.
then you got the pile.
Yeah. And now all those cards are worth probably $1 million.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We got the Mike Trout. He paid, it was a sticker price of $2,000. He paid $1,000, stolen. And then an Acuna, which is obviously beautiful and it's sterling. Is this numbered?
1 of 1.
Of course it's a 1 of 1. So you got both of these for $1,300.
Yo.
You stole these. You know that, right?
Yeah. Dappz, how'd you get so big? Can you give me some advice on that?
Yeah, man, you have to stream every single day. Are you streaming?
Yep.
Yeah?
On one we're setting up a YouTube channel.
So like, where's your Trout and where are your 1-on-1s at?
My 1 of 1 should be in my case.
Right here? So these 1-on-1s, right?
Yep.
These are really cool cards. And what I think you can do is you can create content with these. So I know you want to flip these and you'll probably make a couple bucks today, right?
Yeah.
But think about like, how can you film these, right?
Yep.
You just put them on camera, video, right?
Yep.
How can you film this? Show it to camera, maybe do a voiceover, you know, that like TikTok kind of like robot voice,
Yeah.
right? You could do one of those, you could use your voice yourself, and you say, hey, pick this up for $1,000. The sticker price was $2,000, right? How much money can I make on this? Then go around, right? And show people how much money you made, right? Like they want to know how to do it and you can show them. And I've been doing this for a while, right? I've made mistakes, right? Like I'm not perfect. I bought cards and lost money. Everybody wants to buy a card and make as much money as possible, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not what happens, right?
Yep.
So when you make money, you got to show people, this is how I did it, right? I went up to a guy and he had a $350 sticker for Acuna, and I said, you know what? We do it for $300. So now you just shave 50 bucks off.
Yep.
Even if you sell this for $350, you made 50 bucks, right?
True,
And then
yeah.
you can put that on screen, right? Plus 50.
Every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. And I think you can make a lot of money on these. And it's powerful to show other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep leaning into what you love. Like, I love sports cards. This is what I do all day, right?
Yep.
So don't let anybody tell you different if that's what you love, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, bro. See, Blez has been in the hobby for over 20 years? 20 years. So I was collecting in the 90s. So if you add up my years, I'm still short of you. All right, so.
But I didn't leave ever.
You never left, right?
I never left.
So which is incredible because a lot of people, you know, high school, they're too cool. College, they're too cool. They leave sports cards behind. They come back. And
Yes.
listen, I'm definitely one of them, all right? But I always had cards in a closet somewhere, all right? So I'll take that. W,
I was the not cool kid, and now I'm cool.
You're the coolest. I'm following you on everywhere, you know?
Sports cards, they used to be not cool, but now, if you're not in sports cards, you're not cool.
So tell me and tell everybody, when did you start breaking?
We started in 2016, but I was actually a senior in college. So my two brothers started it, and then I've always been in cards, and like we do it together as a family, like we always have. So I kind of just knew I was gonna go in. I never really looked for a job or anything.
So you're in college, right? They're breaking. Are you jealous? Like you're like,
I
what's
actually
going on?
was.
You were, right?
I was watching every night. I couldn't get off the stream. I was just like addicted to watching because it was just so exciting at the beginning. Like we started at nothing and we're like trying to work our way up. And it was a different time back then. There wasn't that many breakers like in total. There might have been only like 100 or 200. We started on Breakers TV.
Breakers TV. Again, I don't even know what that is.
It's like the most outdated garbage of all time. But that's where people were. Because honestly, it was similar to like the new platforms like Whatnot a little bit because all the breakers were in the same like, they were as like at the top, you could see them all.
Right.
Nobody had their own platform.
So back in 2016, what's the first products your brother start ripping?
He literally, my brother spent $1 million on inventory, which at the time was like, it's probably like 15 million in today's terms. He literally, immaculate basketball, 15, 16. He literally bought like 100 cases and we would just like stash the wax. It was insane. NT 2016.
So how are you running the breaks back then? Like, is it like a hit draft? Or are you mixing? Are
It
you
was
doing
all
case
pick,
breaks?
it was all pick your team.
All pick your team.
And mostly case breaks. We still do a ton of case breaks today, but now the product's a little more expensive. But
so 16. Who you like when your brother first buys those EMAX? Do you remember who everybody was chasing? It wasn't Tatum.
It was Dak and Zeke for football.
Dak and Zeke.
It was Dak and Zeke.
Dude, when I got back into it, and I think I heard you saying on camera years ago, like you were buying Lucas for like $2 or $5 or something like that.
Yeah, no, like 10.
So by the time I get in, they're like $70, right?
Raw?
But still, raw. But
Okay.
still, I'm submitting them to PSA on a $75 expedite. It's like I'm in the card for $150, 200, right? And now they went to 800. Then it went to 900. Then it went to 1,000. Then guess what? He hit that shot. I was just on Layden.
2,200.
I was gonna say
Couple
two
sales.
grand.
Yes.
$2 grand.
The 2,200s probably didn't get paid for, but there was a bunch of sales,
Yep.
like against the Clippers when he hit the step
But
back.
I sold multiple Lucas for over $1,100, $1,200, $1,300.
Wow. That's. I sold mine for like 500.
Right, and you were probably like, damn it.
I was, but I'm into
You're
them
in-
for 50.
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean? But I like to sell early. I'd rather get rid of it early.
Because you're smart.
Yeah.
You said, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like to get rid of it early because you don't know, like especially
Trying
on
to
a-
time the peak is ridiculous.
You can't do that. It's
dude. You have to
impossible.
get out. You have to take your cash, right? Put it into something else. that you
Exactly.
believe in, right? Steve Blez, you're the man. Thank you for chatting.
Always a pleasure.
See you, bro. All right, guys. The Mint show was an absolute success. Really, really great experience. Thank you to everybody who talked, came by the booth, chatted with us, and we are just, again, so grateful for everybody who came by, said hello to us, and we can't wait for the next Mint. We will see you at the next show.